Hello everyone, I am Niharika Piparia, pursuing my postgraduate program in management from IIM Trichy. As a part of the Indian economy and policy assignment, today I will be speaking on the topic National Education Policy and the Post-Pandemic Impact. The reason I have chosen this topic is because one of the biggest sectors to be affected by the pandemic is education, and 2021 being the first year of implementation of NEP, the shift is dynamic and definitely unpredictable. Education in India is currently at an inflection point. On one hand, it is set to shed an outdated model of the NEP. On the other hand, new digital platforms of learning and innovative techniques of teaching are propelling it to global standards and creating new benchmarks. A well-educated generation with high literacy rate is equipped to undertake social, economic, and political responsibilities, such as the vision embedded in NEP, which, when fully implemented, promises to make education holistic and a lot more rewarding. So, as we emerge from the coronavirus pandemic and embark on a new academic year, it is important that we clearly understand the potential and evolution of Indian education as a result of the NEP policies. The new education policy in 2020 has come into force after 30 years, and it's all set to change the existing academic system of India in the year 2021 with the purpose of making it at par with international standards of academics. The Government of India aims to set up NEP by the year 2040. Till the targeted year, the key point of the plan is to be implemented one by one, step by step, year after year. The proposed reform by NEP 2020 will come into effect with the collaborative effect of the state government and the central government. Subject-wise committees will also be set up by the Government of India. Now, with the introduction of NEP 2020, many changes have been made. The merits are more in number as compared to the number of improvements that need to be made. It is believed by many that by implementing these changes, the Indian academic system will be taken a step higher. Approximately 2 crore students will be able to come back to education institutes through this new approach. According to NEP 2020, the structure will now be changed from schools from a 10 plus 2 and will be replaced by 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system. The reason for doing this is to impart knowledge to students corresponding to their age and also make way for Anganwadis as well as preschools. Undergraduate courses will now be imparted with a flexible curriculum of 3 to 4 years duration with multiple exit options and certifications that will be provided at different levels. All the courses in UGs, PGs, and PhD levels will now be multidisciplinary in nature. According to NEP 2020, multidisciplinary education and research institutes that are at par with IITs and IIMs will be set up, and they are scheduled for introducing multidisciplinary academics. For making students prepared for future pandemic situations, online academics will be promoted at a larger scale. Now, these are the merits and the good points. Coming to the areas of improvement, according to NEP 2020, students who are willing to complete their graduation have to study for a total of 4 years, while one can easily complete a diploma and end it by the end of 2 to 3 years. This might encourage students from leaving the course midway. Hence, it is important that certain policies are set into place and there are certain criteria that need to be met before a student chooses to depart from their education. Also, according to NEP 2020, students of private schools will be introduced to English at an earlier age than students of government schools. The academic syllabus will be taught in the respective regional languages of the government schools. This is one of the major NEP drawbacks, as this will increase the number of students who would be uncomfortable in communicating in English. This could further widen the gap between the sections of societies. The state governments are also restricted to practicing authorities in making changes that are proposed in the education system. Only the central government will now be allowed and will have decisive control. This could also give birth to some conflicting situations later on. So the only thing that we need to keep in mind is that we need to improve the system based on the outcomes. The Union Budget 2021 has already set the ball rolling with the announcement to strengthen 15,000 schools across India. These schools will also serve as a model for other schools that will be able to follow. Going forward, the education system must also harness the forces of technology and pedagogy to further bolster the benefits of the NEP that shall set the Indian education on a rising curve of evolution. Thank you.